Hello, I'm Dr. Maria Sulindro, Integrative Medicine and Anti-Aging Medicine in Pasadena, California. Today we are talking about water for rehydration and rejuvenation. Now, it is a privilege for me to explain that with us, we have my guest of honor here, Mr. William Lyons from Malaysia. For after 40 years with his German-based team, he has discovered how to remove the unwanted electronic ions from our drinking liquid. It is a privilege to have you today, Mr. Lyons. Is it true what I have just shared with our audience here?
Yes, it's very true. Good morning and good evening to you all everywhere. Thank you for joining Dr. Maria, who has been a friend for a long time and a passionate promoter of anti-aging. So our subject today is going to be quite interesting for those who are interested in anti-aging, but through water. And that's quite an amazing subject. The answer is yes. We can remove the unwanted electronic ions which surround us all. Wi-Fi, 4G, 3G, 2G, and even 5G now are invisible. But the water that you're drinking, the water that you're using to wash yourself in, conducts all of these invisible electrons, and it changes the format of the water. What we've been able to do is to change the format back again so there is no oxidizing ions in that water.
I see. Before we go further, just to remind you guys, get 2 clear glasses of water or any liquid of your favorite, because at the end of this presentation, Mr. Lyons is going to demonstrate to us how it works. So if you do not have this one, you cannot participate, but you can still watch, okay? All right, so thank you for the explanations. And since 70% of our body's weight is water, so it is very important to choose the quality of to have the quantity and also the quality of what we drink. So can you explain how this new technology remove these unwanted ions in a simple words?
Yes, if I may, I will use lay terms rather than scientific terms.
Thank you.
Just to explain to everyone what we're talking about. I hope you've had the experience in your life of walking next to a waterfall. Next to the waterfall, you feel refreshed. You absolutely feel positive. You have a more zestful life experience. You really enjoy life. The same occurs when you walk next to a beach and the sea is close to you. The reason is the ions are released from the water and you breathe them in. These are called negative ions, but not negative in the way the English word means negative. It's the minus ion. When you breathe those in, there's a chemical reaction within your system, and you actually produce serotonin. And the serotonin lifts your spirit and you really feel happy. So that's the chemical reaction. So what we're trying to do is to try and get a positive reaction. So that positive reaction is in spring water, for instance, which is thought to be the mother of all natural anti-aging youthful cell rejuvenation in the world.
Yes, yes. So, you know, when you told me a little bit about what you are going to have in the near future, and you also sent me to listen to this water scientist, the very famous one from University of Washington, Dr. Gerald Pollack. How does your technology connect to Dr. Gerald Pollack's, saying?
Dr. Gerald Pollack from Washington University is a fantastic man. He lectures all over the world, and he's even received a Peace Prize from a dear departed friend of mine, Professor Emoto. And he talks about water in a similar way that I think Hippocrates talked about water. You might not know, Hippocrates was the founder of Western medicine hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But Hippocrates also had his own water device. And Professor Gerald Pollack has discovered many forms of water, some good and some bad, because water can be wet, it can be wetter, or even more wetter, and yet it's still water. So without going into the science of it, may I suggest that everyone just take a pen and write this down. Look for a YouTube video called What the Beep. Okay, What the Beep. It's fun. B-E-E-P for Peter. What the beep do we know? And it's amazing, and it's also all about water, and it has a lot of the information that my dear friend Professor Emoto had on crystalline water. And what we're producing is crystalline water, and it's just amazing. It seems like magic, but watch the movie, and if you can't be bothered to watch the movie, just look up a book called by another book by Professor Emoto, Water Has Memory. And again, it's all about crystalline water, which is what we're producing, i.e. water that has links of crystals in them, which are all broken up when it is pumped, or when it goes over the waterfall, the crystallines break and you breathe in those ions and feel great. So all we simply do is put them back together again. And many of the scientists these days are talking about this type of structured crystalline water.
I see. Now, what is the name of your new technology then? Can you share with us?
Yes. Well, it's not a water filter. It's not a piece of expensive equipment that you put on your home. The problem I've discovered with that, and I have made many of those things around the world for 40 years. The problem with that technology is that when you walk away from your home, you're still surrounded by the EMF and the ELF, that's the electromagnetic smog that we talked about earlier. You don't have those filters with you. So I wanted to have something that you could take with you everywhere. You could use at home all day, 7 days a week. And it was very easy. And you don't want to be carrying large bits of extra hardware. So we had to make it very easy for people to use. So believe it or not, it's a live streamed app.
Live stream.
That's what does it. And you can put it onto your mobile phone and use it 24/7 in any country, any time of any day.
Okay, live stream app. Okay. Now, you mentioned about this filtration that we all have at home, because many places have such a terrible water to drink. So what will it do to our drinking water that is already filtered and already drinkable? Basically, I would like to know, what will this add to the value of those drinking water?
Yes, well, there are lots of fantastic filtered waters on the market. They are wonderful. The moment you take them away from their original source, the invisible electronic smog gets into them, and this oxidization occurs. So let's, for instance, milk. It becomes thicker. your wine, your whiskey become more bitter. Your fresh juice becomes bitter. And they all have one thing in common. They don't last very long, so they age. A bit like your body ages when it oxidizes. We call it oxidized stress in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So what we wanted to do was to be able to correct those oxidizations. So what happens in water? The water becomes brighter in color. It literally refracts more light. It becomes softer. It is absorbed much easier by your skin and by the cells in your body. And this is very important for hydration. Remember, I said water is wet,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be wetter and wetter. And when we increase the hydration, that means you don't have to drink gallons of water to achieve hydration. You can drink the correct quantity of water and it hydrates. During the demonstration, I can show this. So what we've used is something called photons. And photons are real transformers of frequencies. And they are sensational in what they can do to liquid to make it more hydracious for your cells and for your skin and for your youthful cells, we will say.
So, Mr. Lyons, so it's almost like you said you already rejuvenate the liquid first. And then when we drink the liquid, we have this effect of the anti-aging. So
Yes.
can you explain about that? Because this is very important for people to know.
Yes. May I say that, in my opinion, beauty starts from the inside. And so we know from you and your own experience, as well as my own experience, as we age, our skins start to look wrinkly, and we can put all the oils on, we can put all the foundation creams on, but actually from the inside, our skin is rejuvenated through youthful cell production.
Yes.
When we hydrate those cells, that youthful cell production is enhanced. And it's because there's something in your cells called an aquaporin. Don't worry about it, you can look it up. But an aquaporin opens and closes with the correct cell water. It allows the water in, closes, it flushes the water out again. That's a mechanics called an aquaporin. And we need to flush the oxidative stress out of our cells. Oxidation, we know it causes rust on metal, but it causes rust on your skin, but from the inside. So by rejuvenating your cells, you really have this youthful zest for life.
So you have covered what I was going to ask next. That's good, because that's what I want to know. And aquaporin is the mechanism in the cell itself when it absorbs the water. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, sounds very interesting. You know, as the world knows, I'm not a high-tech person. This is going to be very interesting for me to experience this. So how do we get your technology and what is the cost?
Right, the technology is so powerful that we are unable to condense it, make it small, to be stored onto the phone. There's a limited, finite amount of memory that you are allowed to put onto any app that's stored on a phone. So we had to make it, if you like, a live stream, a bit like some of us are now experiencing live streaming videos. But live streaming also allows us to use photons. Photons carry a lot of information, not just from the sun, but a wonderful man called Professor Pop for 50 years has discovered in Germany that photonic information can carry frequencies. So what we're able to do is to create frequencies and then pass them through a photonic beam, and then we are able to use then live stream on the on your phone, so that you are able now to use your phone and the phone's flashlight to live stream what we've developed to run 24/7 in all the countries of the world. So as long as your phone is connected to an internet, you can live stream our information. Now, it's quite expensive to do, but rather than charging everybody a fortune, this is not the time that people should be profiting. So we decided that we wanted to help humanity, and so we decided to run it at almost cost. So it's going to cost $2.50 per month to live stream the app. You can live stream it 10,000 times. You can even live stream it to your friends who may be in another country. I'm going to live stream the app to you using the phone shortly, and you can then test what I'm saying is true or not. The test is, it's quite amazing. It'll be a bit of a shock to you all, and I hope you enjoy it. So the cost is $2.50 per month. You can buy just 1 month. If you don't like it, don't buy it again. That's how good it is.
Wow. Compared to all those equipment that we have to pay thousands of dollars to improve the quality of water. But does this works on a tap water, or it has to be a filtered water?
It does work on tap water. It works on all, but it is limited to the water being running, if it's tap water, or if you put it under a glass, then you simply take the phone and just sit the phone on top of your water for 30 seconds, or show the light to the water or whiskey or juice or milk or wine or whatever the liquid is. It will instantly change within 30 seconds.
Wow. Okay. Now, what does, sorry if I have to ask a little more because my mind is thinking. You know, water has all these heavy metals like lead, you know, all those. Does it work on those?
Yes, but in a different way. With our other hardware technology, we're very much involved in the agricultural sector. So when we put our technology onto agriculture, big pieces of equipment, onto the water feeding that, the plant recognizes now, let's say, the copper, the lead, or whatever, and it doesn't absorb it. So plants don't grow very well unless the water is very good. But in most cases, the river water is terribly polluted and the plants die, or they don't grow as well, which is why people have moved to GMO to try and get over that. But a natural plant, when we give it the correct frequencies in the water, the plant does not take up the lead, etc. We don't remove it. We just change the ability of the lead, etc., to be absorbed. We haven't done enough tests on the human body to say, yes, for certain, it removes it. But we did do some tests in Bangladesh. Bangladesh has some major problems with some arsenic in the water, and it's naturally forming in the rivers and the springs. And the plants, when we gave the frequencies to the plants, there was no arsenic in the plant compared to a plant that had been fed the same water without the frequencies. But at this stage, we don't know about humans. The answer is no, we don't remove the impact of the lead or the copper, but we might be changing its ability to be absorbed by the cells. We certainly do detox the body by increasing hydration, and that's probably a better way to view it.
So that means maybe it's best if it is used to already drinking water quality than,
Yes.
you know, any
Yes.
water, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I think, yeah, that makes more sense. Now, Mr. Lyons, do people need an equipment to get it then? Because you're talking about an app, so they have to have a cell phone?
Yes. Most people these days have what we call a smartphone, a cell phone.
Smartphone.
As long it doesn't matter who manufactured it, it doesn't matter the manufacturer or what web service you're using, it will stream to that phone. And the beauty of it is, we're doing some research now in Milan University.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of the stream we've discovered by accident, that the frequency harmonizes the phone, because of course phones have electrosmog surrounding them. We're told to hold the phone 10 centimeters away from your head, don't use it a lot, etc. But what we've found is that the precious metals in the circuit boards of the phone also picks up the frequency, so the phone itself becomes harmonized and is less radiation. It doesn't remove it all, but it certainly reduces it. So then we stream it to the phone. During the streaming, you simply press your flashlight on, put it on, and during the streaming, just hold that. Here's my glass of water over the phone, over your water, and it changes, or over your liquid, whatever it may be, it instantly changes. But we're going to do this test on live in a moment or two, and everybody will be able to discover for themselves. It's quite astonishing what we can do. And I hope you've got 5,000 or 10,000 people watching, because it will work.
Yes, or if they don't, they have to get the apps next time, right? When it's live. Okay, so let's answer some questions here. We have one question that says, can one use an iPad instead of a phone?
Yes.
Okay, so the answer is yes. What is this? Oh, yes, I think we answer. They heard that we are talking about tap water, so I think we cover it. So it's better to use the already
The drinking water.
quality water than
Yes.
make it better quality. So my tap water is my tap water is heavily chlorinated. Will it work on my water? That's yeah, I know the
Yes.
answer.
The answer is, if you're here live now, please go and get some of your tap water, your chlorinated tap water. If it's what we call drinkable, it's approved for drinking, then you're still able to smell the chlorine and probably the aluminium that they use as a flocculant to make it clean looking. Those things you can smell and you can also taste. Yes, the answer is I will remove the taste and the smell from those just by shining my light from my phone onto my camera, and you will receive it at your end with your glass held up to the screen, and the smell and everything will totally change.
Okay, I think we still have 6 more minutes, so you will just follow your instruction. What do you want us to do? I do have my 2 glasses of water here.
Okay. If you would like to do the demonstration or participate in the demonstration, please go and get some water, some milk, some juice, some whiskey, some wine, whatever you care to get, but 2 glasses, and make sure that they are clear.
Here,
okay?
it's like this. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Please go and get those now. while I'm just talking a little bit more about photons,
Yes.
the beauty of the photons is that they are so powerful and so instant, we can get many, many more frequencies into the photons. So the app has two sections. When you'll see this on your phone, you can either have it for drinking liquids or you can have it for a mist spray. Remember I was talking about feeling good next to a waterfall or next to the beach?
Yes.
We thought that was a good idea, particularly during these difficult times when people are stressed and they're feeling depressed. They're, if you like, locked down, but they're not in a jail, but they seem to feel as though they're jail at home and they're down. Well, we made another part of the app to make a misted spray. So you just take the app, spray it on some water, buy a little mist spray, and spray your chakras over your clothes. And yes, you instantly get a rush. You feel happy. Something to do with, remember, standing next to the waterfall and breathing in the ions. Well, you can do that now. You don't need to go next to a waterfall. Oh, and by the way, for anti-aging, for you ladies, don't tell the men.
Don't tell the man who's talking.
We don't want young men. We just want men to look as old and ugly and wrinkly like me. But here's a little secret for your skin. Just spray it on before you put the foundation on. Remember, beauty starts on the inside, but you will find during the demonstration, it's really amazing how the removing the oxidization of the water, it absorbs into your skin quicker. It absorbs quicker, and you can also put the app onto your foundation cream, and the foundation cream goes in quicker. You can put it onto your lipstick, and the lipstick goes in a little quicker, and it lasts longer. Okay? Don't tell the men, okay? So if you're ready for the demonstration, you've got your liquids.
Yes.
Let's do the demonstration. But just before I do the demonstration, this is for those who are going to watch our marvelous Dr. Maria on her YouTube channel, which is now not live. So it's a recording of this presentation. During the recording process, you can't record photons. You'll be able to record light. So during the playback of Dr. Maria's YouTube channel, what I'm about to do will not work in any way, shape, or form. During the live session, the photons are not being recorded, they're real, and all of your liquid will change. So let's do that now.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't mind, take one of your glasses and put it behind the screen you are watching me on.
Yes.
And take the other glass, or if you're lucky, you've got two, you've got some water, you've got some juice, or you've got some milk or whatever, and hold them up to the screen. And I'm going to take my app and simply turn the app on, and you will see a bright light. You're going to hold it there for 30 seconds and the liquid will change. I'm pressing play now. Right. You can see that it was my phone, and I'm just switching the phone off now. So
Okay.
everything's changed. Now, if you can get the two glasses and just bring them back together again, one from behind the screen and the one that I've just changed. The first thing you will notice is the one that I've changed is actually brighter in color. It's more crystalline structure because it's refracting more light because of the crystalline structures in the water. So the one I've changed is brighter in color compared to the other one. Now, if you look at the water, those of you who've had chlorine or juice or a wine, please smell the one that I've changed first. And now smell the other one. Totally different, already changed, totally different. Now, if you've got water or juice or wine, taste the one that I've changed. You will notice that it fills the entire mouth because it's lost its surface tension. And now taste the other one. Completely different. Completely different. Now, just imagine for your pets, try this.
That's right.
Take the one that we didn't change and put it into their bowl. Take the one we changed or you've used the live streaming app on and put it into another bowl. Your pet, your animal, your horse, your dog, your cat, they will all take the one that we've changed. You don't have to tell them, you don't have to train them. They will automatically go. When we do this in the dairy herds in Denmark and various other places in the world, the cows go to the water that we've changed.
Wow.
Or for horses, they will all automatically go to the one that we've changed, and yet from the same source. So there is something that even nature understands with photons and what it does to the water. Now, if you've got water, roll both sleeves up, and you're going to use your forearms, okay? Put 2 fingers from your right hand into the one that we've changed.
That we have changed, okay?
Yes. And rub it onto your forearm, okay?
Okay.
Now take the 2 fingers from your left hand, rub it into the one, put the 2 fingers into the one we haven't changed and rub it onto your right forearm.
Okay.
You can already know something's happened. The feel has changed. And if you look at them, the one that you rubbed onto your left forearm, the one we changed, is already absorbing, and the one that we didn't change is still on the surface.
So it absorbs faster.
It absorbs much, much faster, much faster. It also feels colder on your left hand because the reaction to the skin is it's absorbing it, so it feels colder than the one on your right hand that we didn't change. So that's the power of photons. It's the power of nature. It's the power of natural science rather than chemicals, filters, all the expensive things. It really should be with you all the time. And we thought the best way to keep it with you, you're not going to throw this away. No one will. So we thought we'd put something on it, but we have to live stream it because of the power of what it does. And so we decided to help humanity. $2.50. That's it. If you don't like it, you don't pay the subscription next month. It's $2.50 a month. Use it as many times as you like. And if you have friends who don't have $2.50, which may well be the case, please just go on the phone, on a Zoom call with them or a live stream call and put this up to the screen. You will have done something for humanity that we all need to do.
Yes.
Take care of everybody. Thank
It's amazing, amazing. Well, God bless you for doing what you think that is for the humanity. And I will certainly study more of what you told me today. And this is an amazing technology that everyone will benefit throughout the world, since you're making it possible to have it available all over the world. So to close this one, Mr. Lyons, I would like to say I do not know when this will be available. Do you think it's in a week, 2 weeks, a month? When will this be available?
As you're a very special person, no one knows about this being launched. This is the first time. So if you like, this is a preview of what is coming by the end of this month. So by the 1st of November, this will be launched. But don't worry, everybody who's watching this, where to find it. Dr. Maria will have a special code. She will send you a special code which allows you to buy it at $2.50. And then you will be able to buy it using the special code. You will log into a secure site so you can download and stream it as much as you like. And please stream it to your friends. But Dr. Maria, first person in the world that I've actually shown this to outside all our laboratories. So thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves and look out for the special code Dr. Maria will send you so that you can benefit. And I hope all of your family and your pets and all of your loved ones can benefit from some what looks like modern science, but it is actually 50, 60 years old. We've just been able to harness the technology and put it into your phone.
That's right. That reminds me of the words technocracy that came out in 1938, which, you know, they said the government or the control of the society by the technical experts, you know, and now we're living it. I feel like, boy, you know, this, you know, whether you like it or not, the modern medicine is forcing us to change our habits. And this is a good habit to change, to make the water that we drink hydrate our body better so we can be young forever. Okay.
Well,
So
live younger, longer. One
live-
last word. Don't forget, if you know somebody who's not really feeling well, just use the mist
Okay.
part of the app, make some mist water, do this, and wow, it's
Wow.
almost instant.
Yes. Mhm. Well, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mr. Lyons, and have a nice day or weekend there.
Thank
And
you. God bless you all.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Maria. Thank you for watching. Enjoy yourselves. Take care of your families. Stay well. Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Dr.
Bye-bye.
Maria Sulindra, Integrative Anti-Aging, Pasadena, California. Please subscribe to our channel here and like